Welcome to the Pastor's Comments by Pastor Daniel E. Lummark, Northampton Assembly of God, Northampton, Pennsylvania. This week's comment is entitled, God Answers Prayer. Captain Johnson was serving as chaplain on an island in the South Pacific during World War II. While returning from a successful mission several hundred miles away, the plane began to lose altitude and the engines faded out. They landed safely on a strange island and learned that the enemy was located only 1/2 mile in each direction. Yet the landing had gone undetected. The staff sergeant came to the chaplain and said, "Chaplain, you've been telling us for months of the need of praying and believing God answers prayer in time of trouble, and that He does it right away. We're out of gas, based several hundred miles away, almost surrounded by the enemy." Johnson began to pray, claiming God's promises and believing for a miracle. Night came and the chaplain continued his intense prayer. About 2 a.m. the sergeant awakened and felt compelled to walk to the water's edge. He discovered a metal float which had drifted onto the beach, a barge on which were 50 barrels of high-octane gas. In a few hours the crew reached their home base safely. An investigation revealed that the skipper of a U.S. tanker, finding his ship in sub-infested waters, had his gasoline cargo removed so as to minimize the danger in case of a torpedo hit. Barrels were placed on barges and put adrift 600 miles from where Johnson and the plane crew were forced down. God had navigated one of these barges through wind and current and beached it 50 steps from the stranded men. Coincidence? Hardly. God answers the prayers of the humble and righteous. The Bible promises, "The effectual fervent prayer of a righteous man availeth much." James chapter 5, verse 16. The eyes of the Lord are upon the righteous, and his ears are open unto their cry. Psalm chapter 34, verse 15. The salvation of the righteous is of the Lord. He is their strength in the time of trouble. Psalm 37, verse 39.